Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. The standard rotation is almost here and I've been playing a bunch of rotation-proof decks recently. So if you want to have a deck that doesn't have to change when the new expansion comes, although I guess you would really want to play with the new cards. But anyway, it might be a good idea to have also some decks that don't necessarily have to change. And this is one of those. It's the Mecha'thun Warrior. It's one of the only Mecha'thun decks that's going to survive with its combo intact. And the Mecha'thun Warrior's combo is to play Boom Ship when your hand is Malygos, Mecha'thun, 2 copies of Inner Rage and Whirlwind. Optionally, you can also have one more minion. It must have at most 6 health, but you can have a third minion. It's okay, it doesn't matter. And then when you play Boom Ship, it pulls those minions from your hand. You Inner Rage your Malygos, you Inner Rage your Mecha'thun, and then you play Whirlwind, which kills Malygos, kills Mecha'thun, kills any other minions that you may have that have up to 6 health, and you win the game. Obviously you have to draw through your entire deck to get to that point, but this deck has a bunch of tools to get there. It has stuff like Weapons Project Harrison, so that you give your opponent a weapon, except then you say, haha, you're not actually getting a weapon. I'm taking away that weapon and turning it into card draw for myself. And it has a number of other card draw tools, like Battle Rage and Acolytes of Pain, and Slams and Town Crier. So lots of card draw here. Also a fair amount of survivability, using stuff like Warpath. Warpath can be used to wipe some boards, Warpath can be used to get more draws from your Acolyte of Pain. Another neat trick to get more draws from your Acolyte of Pain is to play Acolyte of Pain into Dino-Medic, so then the Dino-Medic will start shooting at the Acolyte. So Acolyte is quite a flexible tool for this deck. The survivability of this deck is a little bit lower than many warrior builds. There's no executes, for example, because execute can only target enemy minions. So if your enemy doesn't happen to play minions, then you can't use execute and you can't get rid of cards in your hand. So that limits the options a little bit here. Obviously there is still Shield Slam. There's 1 copy of Brawl. Why just 1 copy? That's because Brawl can only be played if there are multiple minions on the board. You literally cannot play Brawl if there are no multiple minions on the board. But you can still get rid of 1 Brawl quite handily with this deck, because once you turn yourself into Dr. Boom, and then you get the hero power that summons 3 1/1s, you can use that hero power and then play the Brawl. Obviously you don't get that hero power all the time, so if you were to have 2 Brawls in this deck, and your opponent would not play minions, then it would take very long time in Dr. Boom form in order to get that same hero power twice so that you can brawl twice. Overall it's a pretty fun deck, very hectic deck to play. You have to play very sharp Hearthstone to win with this deck, because your removal tools, while they do exist, they are limited, and you need to carefully figure out a way to play all of your cards before your combo turn. The deck is obviously also weak against combo disruption. Mojo Master Zihi is terrible for this deck. Skulking Geist, which is going to rotate out though, it ruins the combo because it destroys the Whirlwind. And in the upcoming expansion there's also going to be the minion that forces you to play a spell, and that will of course also be a disaster. So I'm not sure how viable this is going to be after the rotation, because it really depends on how much people are taking against combo decks. But it's a fun and challenging deck to play if that's something that you're interested in. When you mulligan with this deck, you're primarily looking for card draw and appropriate removal. You of course don't want to keep any combo pieces. You want to keep stuff like Eternium Rover can get out there early if it's a matchup where the opponent's going to be aggressive. Then there's Town Crier, Slam, Acolyte of Pain, stuff that draws you more cards. And then depending on what sort of removal you need, you might want to keep something like Warpath or Dino-Medic, or even a Weapons Project if you need to disrupt the opponent's weapon, so you're playing against something like a Q-block and you want to remove their skull. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Mecha'thun Warrior in action. Then it is slightly favored for me, but only slightly. So anything can happen. If it's Death Rattle, I will just die and not be able to do anything. But we'll see. I've been facing very greedy decks right now. I guess everyone who's playing actually effective decks is already in Legend at this point of the season. Only us memers keep hanging around here. But it's okay. We meme with the other memers. So it's actually probably a hybrid hunter then. Alright, alright. We be chilling. No way I'm attacking into potential. Do I play an Acolyte? I mean, he can just flanking strike the Acolyte. It's not obvious by any means whether I should play it. I'm a little bit scared of flanking strike on the Acolyte, reducing my ability to draw. If I play Weapons Project this turn... Nah, I don't think that's good enough either. I think I need to just wait. Now, of course, he can flanking strike the Eternium Rover, but after this turn we do know if he has flanking strike in hand, because you always flanking strike the Eternium Rover here. It's like no reason to not do that. So then we'll have a little bit more information about the hand. Is it even a hybrid hunter? It might actually be a pure spell hunter. He had the flanking strike in hand. And as I said, you would always do that. So it's a pure spell hunter, which means that he can do just about anything. He could have like freezing trap. I actually don't want the militia commander now. I want to slam into this one. And I think I want to equip the Weapons Project to kill it. We get to see if there's Snake or Venom Strike. Nope, neither of those. Okay. So there can still be a freezing trap. For example. Vyuk is scary. Next turn could be a to my side turn. Dino-Medic does deal with Leok rather nicely. Even if there is a freezing trap. How likely is it that that's a freezing trap? It's not that likely, right? Could also be a snipe. Let's say there's to my side next turn. Something like Mecha'thun. It's best to play the Dino-Medic this turn. It's also better against the potential to my side. Snipe would have of course killed this, but we get a little bit of information. Turn 6 Rexa. Don't you hate it when that happens? This will also be gone very, very soon. Oh, that's so sweet. Farewell, Rexa, I will not miss you. Can't do a whole lot with the Acolyte here. It cards in hand. I guess I will use the shield block here. Let's see what I can pick up from that. Battle Rage. Also not very useful. I will play the Acolyte. I saw one flanking strike already. Maybe there's not another. Maybe he will have to give me 2 draws from that. But of course, him being able to build the beast from every turn from here, starting from turn 7, is incredibly powerful. That's like the only way he has to beat this deck. But it can happen now. It can definitely happen now. What is the first miracle beast that he's going to show me? Just that kind of fellow. Okay, that's not too scary. Do I try to hit face? I get information if it's freezing trap. If it's Wandering Monster, it probably kills this. Well, let's take a look. So Wandering Monster, but it doesn't always kill the Acolyte. Like today. Today was not the day Acolyte would die. Beautiful. And this is a Battle Rage turn, right? Yes, this is a Battle Rage turn. Is it a turn where I use Militia Commander and then Battle Rage, so that I can draw more cards? I probably really need to draw more cards. But that's what this looks like. Defend the gates a little bit. Hit over there. Draw some cards. So now I have 9 cards in hand. Obviously not optimal, because I would overdraw with that. So I want to spend the coin. I think I also want to play a Town Crier instead of using hero power here. Although using hero power was kind of an option because I have these shield slams in hand. This allowed me to draw a little bit further into my deck. Not at risk of overdrawing with the Acolyte. Have some shield slams. Well, Weapons Project can also give me armor to use shield slam if needed. I don't think I mind an Unleash. I do mind the trees a little bit because I have not found a single warpath yet. And that does suck a little bit. Just a little. Now my hand is full. Not happy about that one. No warpath. I need to kill the beast. He made a secret though. So is that now something like a Venom Strike or Snakes? So do I even want to kill the Hound? It will also be a freezing drop now. I think I'm probably not even killing the Hound here unless it's a snipe. It's a snipe. In that case I'm killing the Hound. And then I'll just armor up. 9 cards in hand. Alright. The thing is that I don't have any warpaths, so I'm weak to Spellstone, but he might prioritize his hero power with Spellstone anyway. But I have ways to deal with big individual minions as long as they don't charge or stealth. But if they do either of those things, then of course life is more difficult. Now he doesn't have mana to play a Spellstone. Well, that fellow does charge. And there is another secret up. So I play Militia Commander. If it's freezing, drop Militia Commander comes back to my hand. I can't afford to replay it immediately. I think we're going to take a look at that. Snipe, not snipe. It is a freezing trap. Obviously slightly inconvenient. I can still use like Celiax to kill that. I will have only 5 armor. It's fine, it's fine. I'll use Celiax to kill that. Let's do it like this. So now I have 6 mana, 5/5 with Rush in hand. Still have 10 cards that I need to draw. Already have most of the combo pieces, but can I last long enough against turn 6 Rexxar? Because turn 6 Rexxar, it's always scary stuff. And luckily soon very much gone from standard format. Here are the wolves, but not, by now I have found my first warpath. So wolves don't scare me anymore. Because I can warpath these wolves away. There might be more wolves, of course. And I don't have another warpath for next turn. I hope there are beasts that don't have stealth or charge, so that I could shield slam them. Start using these shield slams here. I've seen Freezing Trap Wandering Monster from his deck. Oh, unfortunate, that one has charge too. That one has Divine Shield and Poisonous. Oh boy. Well, I could shield slam this and then play Dino-Medic. I suppose that's okay. Need to get rid of some cards anyway. Use one shield slam. I'll use a Dino-Medic. Get rid of those 8 cards still left. 8 more cards. Can I hold long enough? It was a turn 6 Rexxar. Yeah, he's not following rotation proof rules. And he had a turn 6 Rexxar too, so I've been fighting these big zombies turn after turn. And this one I can't even fight. That's harsh. Can't do anything about it. Well, this might be the death of me. We'll see. 7 cards left in the deck. I have got pretty far into this deck, but not quite far enough. Don't have a brawl. Luckily this is not the charge giver at least, so there's that. But it will be exceedingly difficult to kill. So do I now have to shield block and weapons project in order to kill this? No, I don't have to weapons project yet. I can charge the militia commander into it. That will still leave him with a 5/5. But it will also leave me with the weapons project and Harrison draw. Now that I found the Harrison, I can still draw 2 with the Harrison next turn. That's going to be acceptable, right? I mean, this is acceptable, isn't it? Now, he's always going to swing with the weapon, but I can still at least draw 2 with the Harrison. Oh, that's a tough one. Harrison can get me the Brawl. Brawl is probably not enough. That's 12 damage coming in right now. Okay, well, I have no shield slams left anyway. There's a Brawl. There's a Harrison turn always. I'll draw another 2 cards. There's my 2 cards. Another 2 cards left in the deck. I'm going to play Acolyte of Pain Brawl next turn, right? Then boom the turn after. Because I don't want to draw with the Acolyte of Pain. Not really. This is close. This is very, very close. That's 14 damage. I actually need to play Boom this turn. And I need to play the Brawl next turn. Right. I might not survive. It's right on the edge. Big stealthy beast. And I'm down to 11. And I'm starting to take fatigue damage. This Acolyte Brawl. I don't actually have to play the Militia Commander, by the way. I don't. I can just pull it. I can just pull the Militia Commander. I need to leave 1 turn. I'm dead to a second kill command. No, I'm not. Second kill command is 1 off. Okay. Does he have it? He needs 6 damage from hand. That is not 6 damage from hand. So it's boom ship time. We did it. I might keep these, because if it's Q block, I want to weapons project the skull. And if it's 2, then I might just need weapons project to survive. Not a lot of people are playing even lock at the moment. It's 2. I mean, I just need to get to work on this Void Walker, right? With the weapons project. My armor will be gone in a couple of turns. Does that matter? What if I just chill? But Warpath isn't coming online quickly. This is a difficult decision. I think I need to get to work on that Void Walker. But he could also have a healing card for that. We'll see. But he has nothing. I like that. Why doesn't he hit with his weapon? He should always hit with the weapon. Makes no sense for him not to hit. I want to hold on to that shield block because I might need shield block shield slam. It's not like he's going to have a Geist. But I might need to kill off something like a Doom card or Despicable Dreadlord or something like that. Only 2 Warpaths available next turn. Can't even kill a 3/3 with that. He didn't have a Keleset, that's a good thing. So he doesn't get a 4/4, bunch of 4/4 minions that easily. He coined this, which means that he can't buff them next turn. But I also can't Warpath them down next turn yet. I think I need to wait. Let's see. He's just collecting a lot of resources here. Next turn he can Fungal Mancer these. Which is a little bit annoying. No, why did I have to pull the double inner rages here? That's not good at all. I'm going to have to use my shield block. This is just not good at all. I can't let him Fungal Mancer these. I can't get rid of them for a long time if he does that. Well, I could have shield blocked next turn. And then double shield slamped them, but... I think I need to do it like this, so that he cannot get Fungal Mancer turn for this turn. Obviously this is far from great. I don't want to draw my combo pieces, I want to draw card draw pieces. Not finding any. I have that one Warpath, but making that one Warpath last long enough is not easy. Well, now I know what I'm doing next turn. Probably anyway. I will need to play another weapons project. There's still no reason for me to hit here, right? I don't think it helps any. But I probably need to do weapons project Harrison next turn. Hope he has a weak turn now. But I mean, he has tons of resources. I can probably afford to let him build a board. I can do 4 Warpaths the turn after. Well, Fungal Mancer can put minions to 5 health, so it's not that great. If he just Fungal Mancers, he can only put 1 minion to 5 health out of these right now. So I think I need to draw with the Harrison this turn. If I Warpath this turn, he rebuilds next turn, then it will be even more difficult for me to do the Harrison. And this is just Weapons Project Harrison. Let's draw 3 cards. And next turn I can deal 4 with the Warpath. There are 2 minions that can be buffed to 5, but they are not next to each other, so it doesn't matter. This obviously have to be the Warpath turn. He still has 8 cards in hand, he is playing well. Being conservative. Alternatives. Dino-Medic. Not good enough. It just isn't good enough. I can also do triple Warpath and have an Eternium Rover on the board. Because Harrison hits there, so there's nothing with more than 3 health on this board. That can give me a little bit of armor too. Then I'll do Warpath 1. Then I will do Warpath 2. Then I will play the Eternium Rover and the Warpath 3. Damaging the Eternium Rover, so that the Eternium Rover is here ready for Battle Rage draw, but not dying to a Despicable Dreadlord play. So this gives me the chance to draw, better chance to draw with the Battle Rage. He might of course kill it, but does he really want to? Why would he use resources to kill that? Prince is obviously nice. Okay, so far so good. So I'm battle raging here, drawing 2 cards. Yeah, I think I am. Would love to do some Dynamic Acolyte of Pain things too, but I don't think I can right now. I'm just battle raging for 2 here. Shield, block and a slam. Okay. Does that change something? Well, that means that I could keep the Eternium Rover alive. Because I could slam. Then there would be 6 held on the board. I could use my weapon. Then I could Dynamic. No, I can let go of the Eternium Rover, it's fine. I think this is fine. This gives me a bit more armor. Clears the board and gives me a little bit more health. So I will need some health to win the game, right? I also get to save the slam, and I still have a militia commander here.
Unleash me. Why do you call?
No, like this is fine. And that Soulfire is a bit better. Although it of course loses a minion because of that, so it's a bit of a downside. 10 held on the board. A little bit too much, right?
What now?
I can of course slam here and hit there. But then there's still a 6 health Despicable Dreadlord on this board. And that one I cannot get rid of. I could probably draw a bunch of cards if I play Acolyte and Dynamic though.
What now?
11 cards left in the deck. I think that's acceptable. So slam here first to draw a card. Kill this one with the weapon. Then play the Acolyte of Pain. And play the Dynamic. And Dynamic is going to hit a mix between these 2. So it was likely that there would be at least 2 hits on the Acolyte.
In the light's name.
I couldn't find a Brawl or another Warpath. Minor issues, I suppose. He still has 1 Fungalmancer left. He has Leroy, he has Silences. He's going to silence the Acolyte, right? But now this, I don't think this went correctly. Well, I have 9 cards in hand. So I can slam his Light Warden and I can kill it. He has no more Fungalmancers left. 9 cards in hand. I can draw Militia Commander or Ziliax with the Town Crier. So we slam into that fellow. Oh, I found Dr. Boom. Dr. Boom is interesting. 9 cards in hand. Now then I will have 10 cards in hand. Warpath is interesting. I could do 4 times Warpath. Clean up this board. Next turn I can do 5 times Warpath. I think 5 times Warpath is going to be good enough. I draw the Rush minion and I play Dr. Boom. I think this is acceptable. I am at 29. Of course he has the despicable Dreadlord out there, but... He has Leroy left. I can just warpath my way through whatever minions he will play. No more Fungal Mancers. I end up taking a little bit of damage from this despicable, of course. There's no more Soul Fires. Well, now that it went like this, does that mean that I want to brawl? Yeah, it means that I want to brawl. Brawl time. Leaves him with a 4-6 still. Alright. It's fine. I can go down to 15. There's not a lot of reach left. I'll take that down. Go down to 15. It's fine. He doesn't have a lot of resources left. My Acolyte is a bit of a liability, right? What do I do about that Acolyte? It can get me to fatigue really quickly. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because I need Harrison or I need Weapons Project. I might try.
We have turned our curse
It's an even lock. Well, Harrison is terrible then. Oh dear. Even lock typically is able to pressure me too much. He mulliganed all the cards, which means that he might not have any giants coming, but typically even lock is able to pressure me too much and I just die. I need to try to get some armor in so that I could answer to a giant, which will of course make my battle rage worse, but it's not like this fellow is going to get damaged, it's going to die when it's time. And I need all the armor I can find here, so that I can kill the mountain giant. Okay, is it mountain giant turn? Now I have enough armor to kill a mountain giant. So there's that. No, he coins Twilight Drake. Coins a Hooked Reaver, what? An interesting move. He wants to take my armor away first, right? But I can slam that. Lets me draw a card too. And then I can warpath. No battle raging here, but you can't have it all, right? And then I can kill that. So I preserve my armor. That really seemed like decided to take away my tools of killing his giant. But that can still take away my tools of killing his giant. Or alternatively, he really doesn't have a giant. I go to 10, he puts me down to 6 armor. I'll have to just hold on here. I can't shield slam that yet. But typically, even Warlock has too much pressure, so I don't expect to be able to win this. Now he would play the giant, though, if he had one. No giant, but whiteboard of pressure. Takes away all of my armor. He's doing this okay. This is the way this is meant to be played. And I just won't have the answers. Also, one of the weaknesses of the Mecha'thun is that it uses only one brawl. But you can't put in 2 brawls. Because then, when you face decks that don't play minions, you have to wait until you get the Boom Hero power in order to get a good brawl going. Militia Commander. Not very effective, but I guess we go in with this fellow. Kill that one. Also take a hit over there. Just to start building up my armor base a little bit. It's always going to go away, of course. No doubt about that. Great Inferno. It's nice. The problem here is that I will soon be forced to brawl. Now I can, for the first time, draw a card with the Battle Rage, though. Let's draw a card with the Battle Rage. Let's draw another one with the Town Crier. And just armor up and wait. Now we can of course play a relatively powerful card, like a Lich King or Bone Mare or something. But he can also choose not to. Now he's playing well. Rationing the threats, that's very important. And I'm forced to play a brawl here, which is very bad for me. Because I will not have an answer to Gul'dan. Gul'dan resurrects the board. I mean, I have this Dynamatic Ciliax, which is kind of nice. But might not be, probably not enough. I would need a weapons project so that I could draw more cards with the Harrison. I'm forced to commit the Dynamatic Ciliax here. He of course has silences and stuff. Well, this one would have to get a couple of hits into this one. It does. So I'm able to kill off the Twilight Drake, but that is by no means enough. I already have 4 combo pieces out of 6 from the top half of my deck. That's terrible. I really need to get that weapons project. That is not a weapons project, but it can draw me another card. Well, that's a card. I'd still need to find the weapon. If I can find weapons project and weapons project hero power, that will be 8 damage. It's too early to use my Shield Slam, but I think it's okay to use this just to get a little bit something going here on the board. Both weapons projects are in the bottom, both acolytes are in the bottom. That is not good. And I have drawn 5 combo pieces. That's going to be game. What if I give up on my combo? If he will have big minions that I can suicide the Mecha'thun into, that might still work out. I could use Malygos Shield Slam to kill the 6/7. I think that's important here. I think this is the line. I can kill that. That's the biggest minion he currently had. So obviously he's going to do something about Malygos, but that's cool. I want to hold on to Inner Rages. I could have killed the other minions with the Inner Rages too. But then I would not be able to kill off the Mecha'thun, because Mecha'thun can still rush, and I can buff up a minion of his by 4 attack. So a 6 attack minion is enough. I can then rush the Mecha'thun into that one, and have the Mecha'thun killed. But I would still need to get some of that good stuff here. I just can't wait for that forever. And it is not exactly forthcoming. Then I would need an 8 attack minion. So I would need a Giant or Lich King to kill off Mecha'thun if I have only 1 Inner Rage available. That's getting a bit more difficult to arrange. But do I just have to do it because I cannot find the cards? He's going to silence the Acolyte. I mean, he's obviously going to silence the Acolyte. I'll have to use 1 Inner Rage here, because I need to draw more cards. This is good. I get to kill a couple of those minions, and I get a couple of cards. I mean, there's still the Mountain Giant, but Mountain Giant is kind of what I would need that to kill off the Mecha'thun anyway. I just need to top deck the weapons project, right? I really need to find the weapons oh no. Gul'dan, and I have no more AoE. So I was kind of hoping he didn't have the cooldown. But I guess that was never going to be that likely. 5 cards left. I can draw 3 with the Harrison. But if one of them is not a shield slam, then I don't even know. I mean, there's 23 damage on the board right now, so that's probably going to be enough. And 6 attack minion is not enough. It doesn't kill the Mecha'thun. I can't get to a Dynamic turn on the boom turn. That is the shield slam. That is the shield slam that I needed. 2 cards left in the deck. But I need an 8 attack minion in order to be able to kill off my Mecha'thun. There's my 8 attack minion. Can I survive somehow? I don't think I can survive. I have to go into Boom form this turn. I mean, Boomship pulls the Acolyte of Pain. I can't use the shield block in time. Shield block is the only card that I can't use. Oh no, 1 card. 18 damage coming right here. But if I kill off the Lich King, I can't kill off the Mecha'thun. So close, but so far away. I don't have 2 turns. Need to play the Boom. I got pretty close, but I'm not quite there. I needed this Lich King to kill off my Mecha'thun, but I have 1 card that I can't get rid of. Is this just lethal? I guess this is just lethal then. Yeah, Hellfire's lethal. That was really close. I mean, really, really close.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.